What's up, everybody? Back again, Warp Charge Gaming. It is I, George, here with James and Chris. And it's Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we try to do this every week. We pretty much do. We've only missed like a couple during the holiday season. Chris is back from overseas visiting family. We're all in different parts of the country doing our thing, talking about tabletop wargaming on a Thursday night. And this is episode 85. Yeah. It's good to see you guys. I like your shirt, Chris. Very nice. Battlegrounds, represent. That's where I'm at right now. That's our home base for Warp Charge Gaming. It's where the studio's at, and that's in here in Midlothian or Richmond, Virginia. James is at the home of Adepticon over there in the Chicago area, Antioch, Illinois. And Chris, you're still in Tennessee. You need to get your ass back to Richmond, brother.
Damn right.
We miss you here. Your Tyranids miss you. I think you need to run some super heavies to christen your.
Dude, I haven't even gotten to roll dice in forever. I need to get back just for that reason.
Yeah, it was really tough to roll dice in December. Man, it feels good to be back in the swing of things. It's been a sweet week and just a good start to the year here. Particularly, we talked a little bit about last week, but we can just jump right in with some news. Really pumped about the tournaments coming up. I think we are now 22 people deep on our major event on February 22nd. 22 people deep on the wait list. Thank you everybody out there that is watching and has pre-registered for the event. Huge success on the second time around for our major event. Let's see if I can show you guys an image here. We are on our second time running of doing a major event, partnered up with Coastal Wargaming, an awesome crew out of the Virginia Norfolk Beach area. And we're going to have 64 people, 32 tables over 2 days, 5 rounds, $3,000 in prize support pretty much. Everybody's getting custom objectives, the neoprene style. I'll show you guys a design here in a minute. But so thrilled to have a huge wait list and have that much enthusiasm around the event. Really pumps us up to get a bigger venue and be able to support more attendance. Hell, maybe even a con. Here's a look at the prize support package. James does all our digital art, if you guys didn't know that. And you can see we're doing random giveaways of $100. Best in factions are going to get $200 a pop. First place $400. Second place $300. Best painted $200. If you got the coolest army and theme, you're going to get $150 besides best painted. And then every 16 people, there's an individual bracket. So even if you're down in the bottom of the player base there, you're still going to have a chance to be the best top 16 within your kind of player level or where you ended up for that event and get $150 just for that. So it's pretty nutty, and take a look at these objective markers that every single person is going to get. Here's a look at the Battlegrounds Warp Charge ones that James designed. Super sick. Inner circle, outer circle for 3 inches from the edge, 3 inches from the center. Scoring. This one is going to be not given away to the attendees. This one's for sale at $25 for a set of 6. We're going to only have 30 of them available. But what's super cool is here is what everyone will get. You can see the numbers, they'll all be numbered 1 through 6. That's the Coastal Wargaming Warp Charge logo that James designed. And I love the kind of cratered concrete blood feel. I think that's going to keep me in the immersion on the table. And it's, of course, an objective is going to have blood splatter all around it. So super pumped to give those out. It's fucking fantastic. And yeah, what's not to love? On top of that, we've announced our season 3 tournament schedule. So I have committed to 25 events. This is 15 of the events that Warp Charge will be doing. We also throw a Warcry, and I'll be taking part in all the Infinity events here at Battlegrounds. You guys can see the whole next 6 months worth of events on the Battlegrounds Facebook event page or the Warp Charge Gaming event page for the ones that we're running. These are also the dates that you can tune in and see us streaming live all these tournaments. So you'll get a 3-round event on each one of these days if you are from afar and want to tune in. And we've been getting some battle reports up, y'all. I've been playing some new lists. I'm excited about 40K, excited about Sigmar right now. Particularly the Age of Sigmar. Tzeentch has got a new book and it's freaking cool. They're way cooler than they were. They took a big nerf back when the Tzeentch book first hit. Big Cleat, sorry, did you say you're selling those tokens or giving them away at the tourney? Big Cleat, thank you for rejoining us, man, with the Patreon there. Super cool to see you join back up. I know how life ebbs and flows, and we appreciate your support, man. I know James been doing some painting for you, and I got some images of your awesome-looking models. They look dope as hell. The objective.
Those aren't his models.
Oh, they're not his models. Oh, you're doing more work for him. Those aren't his though.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll show that here in a minute. Big Cleat, those objective markers that are the Battlegrounds Warp Charge ones, those we have 30 of them, and they are for sale. Not the bloody ones, the Coastal Wargaming ones. Those are limited run for the tournament attendees. I do expect us to be getting more objectives in the future. I'm really excited to have them. I think they're going to go quick. So we'll be getting more. But yeah, speaking of Patreon, just because while it's on my mind, got to give the second week of every month, we try to call out who's next in line from our Patreon supporters who are going to get hooked up. We have a reward program that you give to us and we give back. We try to give back more than you actually put in. So Alexander and Derek, you're next up. You'll be getting some emails from me, seeing what you want to get, go on that shopping spree here at Battlegrounds.
Oh man, I'm Alexander and Derek.
No, you're not, Chris. No. But yeah, looking forward to hooking you guys up, man. Always fun. I hope that you don't live internationally. Just selfish reasons. Turns out it's a lot to ship overseas. We found out from our latest Patreon supporter, Sebastian. We do appreciate you, buddy. But goddamn, Sweden's far away. Yeah, so thank you for everybody for that. Check out our Patreon if you want to see more about the rewards that we offer. And regardless, we really appreciate the support. That's helped us get a fourth camera. If you can't tell, I'm hype. I'm super hype right now, like talking a mile a minute.
Hype.
Everything's so cool. We got a fourth camera added to our stream setup, and it is so badass. I've been like ranting. I feel like my heart's gonna explode. Like I want to cry because I'm so happy, and like I feel like fireworks are going off in my heart.
George. Don't die.
Maybe it's like a oncoming heart attack, but it feels like fireworks in my chest, and it's because things are so cool, dude. Like I love that I'm having fun playing all these different games. I like the synergy of feeling balanced. And we created a whole new Infinity channel so that we're not clogging up our stream. So if you go to Infinity Battle Reports, Infinity the Game Battle Reports, you can check that out.
Wait, there's a game called Infinity?
Yeah, well, we don't want to talk too much about that because I'll freak out. But yeah, that's going on. I'm going to slow my roll for a second. Tau Dark has some. He says, need advice. So looking to do a team tournament April 2nd. Players each 1K, 2 detachment cap. Battleforge gets +3 CP is only if both players are Battleforged together. My partner wants to play his Ultramarines. What should I play for my 1K?
Play Ultramarines. Play Ultramarines.
I guess that's kind of interesting because of the way I'm understanding it. So I guess I got to ask a little bit something first, Tau Dark, because you're saying players each are 1K, so they each have 1K. You're allowing them not to be Battleforged? Is kind of like because they says plus. Yeah, go ahead, James.
My assumption based off what he's saying is if like you're a mixed faction, like Chaos and Imperium, you're not getting your extra 3 CP.
Right. Which, the only thing I want to comment on that for people that aren't aware, because it was actually a big eye-opener for me. A lot of new players ask about, like, what is Battleforged? Mini Wargaming actually, synced this into my brain forever a long time ago. But all it means to be Battleforged is that every model in your army belongs to a detachment. So as long as something exists within a detachment, you're Battleforged. But I see but that would totally make sense if you're only the keyword Imperium, keyword Chaos, keyword Xenos, or maybe even more than that, Eldari. Yeah, gotcha.
The only reason I suggest at least sticking, like Marines or Imperium for the obvious reasons of having like keyword cross, army buffs. Like anything that refers to Imperium is going to buff you, et cetera. Like, that's the only disadvantage going Xenos and Imperium or Chaos Imperium.
The most asked question at our last team tournament for 40K was do they get the doctrines individually if they're not the same sub-faction of it? I said absolutely not. You try to break the rules as little as possible. So the only way you're going to get the super doctrines are being the same sub-faction there. It's hard to say, with so many keywords that correlate with one another. That's a big part of it, is why you would want to go Imperium. Additionally, the question would be on what you would want to play is how heavy-handed your partner is going to go in a support role. I know that when we did the trios, in trios at Nova, that involves multiple 1K lists pairing together, and we had.
Did we do okay at that event? I feel like we did okay at that event.
We did pretty good, yeah. Toot the old horn there. Also, he can't have his combat doctrines if I don't also benefit. Right, exactly. If I'm guard and he's Ultramarines, he can't use. Yeah, exactly, yeah. In my mind, I like to think about support. Like how many CP are you guys gonna want to use on an individual level, and who, if you need kind of one of the players to be like a CP battery because their army allows that easier, like say a guard player, then the other player can focus more on an offensive thing. You don't want to oversaturate the amount of CP use you have if you don't need them or have a good purpose for them, especially if you're not synergized with the same faction. What do you think, James, Chris? What's a good Ultramarines pairing? It's so easy just to think more Ultramarines, more Imperium, right?
Yeah, if you get your doctrines, like if your 1K gets your doctrines and their 1K gets doctrines, then I would say Iron Hands. Mm-hmm. And then just bring your vehicles.
Well, he already mentioned his bro's going to be Ultramarines, and they won't get to have super doctrines. So,
well, I don't know. Like maybe the rules are letting them.
No, he mentioned that in the comments.
So. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not reading the comments.
No worries.
So yeah, then definitely Ultramarines. Get your doctrines.
Yeah, the other concept that's fun though.
Yeah. Or Knights. Yeah. Knights are fun.
Yeah. There's also the idea that if you have a heavy shooting 1K, then it's fun to be able to have a heavy combat-oriented other 1K. Like, part of the fun of teams is getting to put the wacky combos together that can create combos that can be beyond what, say, the synergy of doctrines could be. Because you're doing things you otherwise would never be able to do, you know?
Yeah, like Chaos and Gene Stealers.
Yeah, exactly. Woo! Yeah, that's a good time right there. There's a lot of possibilities in that. I think and there's of course Taldark. I think you have a pretty hefty collection there to choose from, but also that's a factor as well. I'd go where your heart leads you. I'm no fan of the Imperium. I like to kill the Imperium. I would bring something that hates them, but it also depends on how much you can stand breaking fluff. I'll play Cornus Slanesh together and not care. So I'm already a heretic here.
Filthy heretic.
Yeah. Just bring all tank commanders, man. I don't know. None of the tanks in the new stuff. Gotcha. Yeah, it's tough, Taldark. We had just a lot of reasons of why there's a lot of choices and not any really good solidified ones besides Knights or Ultramarines. Yeah, man.
And if he's got the new stuff, like the Dark Imperium stuff, then you're probably going to just need more stuff.
Yeah, if his collection's restricted, I mean, if you both play the same faction, then you have the additional benefit of being able to flesh out any deficiencies that he may have in terms of power in his own collection.
Totally. Yeah, no worries, Taldark. Thank you, brother. So life's good, man. We got multiple cameras. We got a bunch of fucking events coming up and sold out tournament and Patreon. People are awesome, and it's just great, guys. It's just great. Chris is back in America. Man. I'm loving it.
I'm glad to be back, man. I mean, 3 weeks abroad anywhere is a little too long for my taste.
Now, if you get to roll dice while you're away, it's a little bit better, right?
It definitely is, but I didn't get to do that, which made me very sad.
Yeah. Well, we missed you last week for you to rant about all the cool things happening with Tyranids. Are you still pretty excited about the ball book?
Dude, the ball book is great. I mean, the FAQ hit bugs in some unfortunate ways. But, I mean, realistically speaking, after the nerfs, the ball book still gave Tyranids a lot. I mean, so far, I haven't seen any of the Psychic Awakening books where I'm like, this book is stupid. You know what I mean? They're all getting really cool stratagems. We've seen some teases now, even with, like, Grey Knights and Dark Angels. A lot of really cool stuff on the horizon in general. Bugs are still really good. A few of the things that got changed were, like, you can't take the mutations, like the adaptations on named characters, because there was people that were running around giving like +1 strength and -1 AP additionally to like named characters who normally can't take these kinds of extra bonus traits.
Yeah.
So lost that, and also they cleaned up the stratagem. There was a stratagem for 1 CP where you could shoot your Execrator as if it remained stationary, even if it moved. That's been changed now because people were playing it that you could advance and still use it, and Games Workshop was like, no, advancing and moving are not the same thing.
Oh,
So
that's interesting. I'm glad they made that clear.
yeah,
That's actually came up before, as far as is it a yeah, that's a maybe it was Age of Sigmar that popped up in my life, but yeah, it's important to know the difference between a normal move and a advance or fallback.
yeah, absolutely. And so that clarification was good. We didn't lose anything like insane. It's still, I mean, I'm excited to play Tyranids soon. I have some more Tyranids coming in. After I knock out this Gene Stealer Cult project, I've got a bunch of Hive Guard and some Exocrines that I've got to build up and paint. So that's exciting. But need to finish this Gene Stealer Cult project, which I am super excited to field for our major coming up in like a month.
Yeah, it's coming on fast. Well, James, I know you sent me a bunch of pictures of things. You've been busy working painting, man. I see a bunch of beautiful models. Maybe we should show everybody. See if I can
it's quite embarrassing, but this is taking me 3 weeks.
It looks beautiful. Let me see if I can make it beautifully large here.
I mean, it's like 11 models, bro.
Oh man, is this what we were seeing in the thread earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
they're sweet.
These are cool.
I'm gonna try to make it sizable imagery here for you.
Shut up, cat.
Oh, I got a crazy cat. Anyways, guys, I'll just try to show. Oh, thanks for that sub there, buddy. All right, so tell us what we got here, James. I'm looking at some bony boys in a big group. Is Shadespire?
Yeah, I mean, that's just exactly what it is.
They're really hard to Sephical Guard or something.
They're skeletons, bro.
Yeah, come on. Death.
The person that wanted these wanted them grimly, so I made them grimly.
Grimly? That's a painter's term, huh?
No, I just made it up.
They definitely look very Dark Souls, like classic undead, like storming the castle kind of.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I call that grimly.
Castlevania.
I like it.
Yeah, very cool. Grimly, that's what it looks like, friends. So next time you're trying to get some painting done, make sure you use that terminology if you want this style.
I will say, additionally, the Shadespire models, man, I mean, even the old ones, very cool poses and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like,
the old one.
Glad to see them.
Yeah, I don't know if they're like the models have not necessarily been recycled, even though there's been new factions added. But yeah, they do look great. This particular model is super dope with the spear. Let's see what we got here. A little out of order, just because I'm just rocking them from the Facebook here.
You're out of order.
Oh, you got me. Yeah, these look great, man. Good job. They look really alive. Ooh, some Fire Slayers. These are pimp.
They looked alive, George. Who even are you?
I like the lava effect, and the blue axes are dope. Were these the bases these came with, James? These dwarves?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I don't even know. Like, I'm like way behind on the leggy.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just looking at the dwarves. They look sweet. But yeah, great stuff, man. 3 weeks seems reasonable when it's that kind of quality. Maybe call me crazy.
Yeah, but like that all should have been done in 1 week.
You know what?
I just kept repainting them. Like, I just wasn't happy.
Yeah.
And if I'm not happy
wood
with
looks
them,
great
I'm
on
just
the
gonna repaint
shield.
it.
Yeah, they look super sweet. Well, I probably don't have much headphone length here, but I'm going to attempt to show off some display boards of armies here to get into our next conversation. What are you trying to show us there, Chris?
So like I've been working on some bits here. It's hard to see it all probably because of the light.
Not working well.
Unfortunately, but just some kit bashing for
Just
some
look
rock
at showing off
saws.
this teeny bit.
What the hell? I made you go away, James. Oh, there you are. Okay, cool. So let's see if I can shenanigans this camera for a second here. I tried this last time and I just failed miserably. We're gonna try again.
Oh yeah, you're a giant failure last time.
I was. I'm already kind of sucking.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sucking. Oh, it's this button. Bam. And this button. All right, I'm gonna try to show you guys this. Yeah, okay, I'm moving. I'm mobile. Are my headphones long enough? All right, so first, here is a Tzeentch army that I'm super stoked on. So you can kind of see it here. I tried one on camera where, in Sigmar, summoning is free. So horror splitting is free. And, 20 horrors break down with, one horror equates to 5 models, 2 blues, 2 brims. So 20 guys is 100 bodies. Well, I had enough horrors that I was equal to about 300 wounds. And I was losing them quick. And while trying to stream and put down on and off the table 300 wounds, it was absolutely terrible. So here's a lot less horrors. But the sweet thing is, this is a change host, a formation that existed before that got upgraded. And I'm using the Flamers of Tzeentch that also have gotten modified. We have a...
Horse.
yeah, what? Horse?
Horse.
Yeah. So yeah, good times here. Looking forward to this. That's a 1-drop army that those Flamers are going to drop in and be 2s to hit and average out about 20 wounds at D3 damage. So I'm going to kill something right away. And then, man, I've been having a blast with this 40k army, man. 3 discos, a contorted epitome, a master possession, a chitin, and 2 Lord of Skulls. It's incredible. Iron Warriors. If I could run a 3rd Lord of Skulls, I just need to get one in my possession. It would be superior over the chitin. You really don't need the kind of movement the chitin has whenever people screen it out.
Don't talk shit about the chitin.
It is beautiful. James painted it.
Don't you dare talk shit about that chitin.
It is very nice. But man, the synergy adding the contorted epitome has made me really happy. I get to advance and charge my discos again using the Slanesh keyword. He's just from an Ox detachment. -1 CP, but I get to do my sauce, and the contorted epitome just slaps in general. Man, I had a crazy move in this last bat rep where, he charged my Lord of Skulls with his knight while additionally charging my contorted epitome in a disco. And of course, he has to fight first versus the Lord Discordant, the Lord of Skulls, which means that then the contorted epitome immediately fought next. But before I let that happen, I overrid combat, fought with the disco, then fought with the epitome because it fights at the start, first at combat. Killed everything that charged the disco and the epitome. I made all my invuln saves with Cursed Earth on the Lord of Skulls, and even though he had one of the Forge World Knights that does 8 damage a hit on his chain axe or chain sword.
The Acheron?
Yeah, it was Acheron. He did 4 8 damage wounds, and I 4-upped all those bitches with Cursed Earth and just smacked it down. So it was crazy. He triple charged me, and they all just died.
George,
yeah,
I saw that moment. It was an exciting, but just so you're aware that everybody playing currently has 4 command points on the screen.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to fix it.
Nice.
There it is. Here it comes.
You got 4 command points. No, you got 4 command points.
We all have 4 command points.
Oh my God, that's so many.
All right, we're back in action.
Is that into addition of our other command points?
Yes. You are battle forged.
Sweet.
Yeah, congrats. Okay, that was not bad. I kind of executed picking up the camera and showing you guys stuff. It was a little awkward.
Yeah, I like your list, George. Seems like a lot of fun.
Dude, it's hella fun, and it's way easy to stream. That's the beauty of it. A lot of redundancy, and dude, it's such threat saturation. The discos are up in their grill, but if they don't kill those Lord of Skulls and shit, they're gonna get smacked. And so you take the Demon Smith Warlord trait, which makes your 6s explode. I've been learning that apparently people are taking the Iron Warriors Demon Smith Warlord trait and also taking the Crimson Crown relic so that you get a double exploding hits on 6s. Obviously, the Crimson Crown, I think you get to roll an additional attack, while the...
and the only way you get the additional attack is on the 6 to wound.
Oh, 6 to wound. So basically your 6s to hit become extra additional hits, and your 6 to wound, you get to make additional attacks.
Yes.
So that's stupid good. What was funny in that bat rep is I make the Master of Possessions be the Warlord to get that Demon Smith trait. He's always trying to be in aura range anyways, and he's hiding behind the big bodies of the Lord of Skulls for snipers and whatnot. But I gave him the relic that makes him a demon. I think he already is one, but he gets +1 toughness and +1 wound. And I ended up periling. I took 4 wounds, and had I not had that relic, I would have died. And so I ran around with that 1 wound left, and it was just wreckage, dude.
Good times were had.
Yeah, so super fun. I really want to play some Imperium. I want to play some, big dick Iron Hands and everything like that, and try to fight them with it.
Wow.
I'll probably go down, but I'll have a good time trying.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
got
you
paint.
get to play with half your army if you get to go second.
Yeah. We got paint flow exception. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. You're always cracking me up. I don't recall the name Wonder Socks. I like the horse and the emoticon he's got there. PLK 4455. Good to see you too, brother. Yeah, apparently we're horse from Wonder Socks. I probably like that guy.
Yo, so James, what do you think about this year's Adepticon missions compared to last year?
Fucking nuts. I don't want to play it.
They're fun.
You don't.
I played them twice. It's good times.
Yeah, but you like weird shit.
Yeah.
They are weird missions, dude. Like I opened that packet and started reading, and I was like, dude, what am I looking
Dude,
at?
I played a game against our buddies, Necrons, and we went to play Adepticon missions. We rolled it, looked at the mission, and we're like, oh no, we're playing ITC.
Oh man. No, they're
Like,
cool.
I didn't even bother reading it. I literally just didn't bother reading it.
I got
You got a goofy deployment? I'm not doing it.
The goofy deployment is strange. The deployments are weird.
Dude, you lost me, dude. Because all right, you have to understand. Put yourself in Adepticon mode. How wasted are you? So, are you really going to remember the mission? And then when you change the deployment zone, your whole idea of the game is wrong. And granted, you guys are having this amazing tournament of Adepticon missions to prep for it. But if you're bringing me into an Adepticon environment and I have not played these missions in a tournament setting,
oh yeah,
I'm gonna get smoked.
Well,
I don't want to do it.
If you're going to a major event and you haven't read the tournament packet, you're already setting yourself up to fail. I mean, that's
I've done that many times.
I feel you. Well, usually, they run ITC and it's pretty standard.
Or it's Nova and you're looking for the trios missions the entire fucking weeks prior and you don't get them.
Yeah, and then they're ITC.
Yeah, I still remember the Long War doubles where you and Matt were playing on the team and the board was disappearing 6 inches off the edge. So you guys were like, wait, what?
So I pulled up the mission packet so they can see these crazy zones. The Adepticon missions are notoriously talked about in a mixed bag way. The thing that's cool is changing the pace from the ITC standard, but in the most takeaway here, I'll show you guys the packet. So here's one of the weird deployments. It's Dawn of War, but instead of a 24-inch gap, it's an 18-inch gap. And you can see that 12 inches on either side of the short edge there, you do not have access to. So it's already very strange. The most common situation, there's these tertiary objectives, kind of like secondaries. They all are pretty much the same: slay the warlord, kill behind enemy lines, and then solo blood, kill something where the opponent does not. And then it's a high scoring. It's like 42 points available plus differential scoring in it. And hold one objective, get 1 point. Now, the other thing that's different than ITC is that it's hold at the start of the turn, so you're able to kill your opponent off of it. And in my mind, I feel like these missions are very non-killing oriented. MSU is totally fine. You don't have to ever worry about giving away too much kill more.
That's another point in general, and this is something that I've seen every year with Adepticon so far, because they're not like ITC in the sense that there is no you have to kill something every turn, there is no kill more. Scoring and troop heavy lists like Horde, I felt became much more prominent in their mission packets in general.
Yeah, I think the main this weird I played this mission where all the objectives are going diagonally down the board. You're in these corner sections of the board. That's not a standard 40K deployment. Here's one where all the objectives go directly down the middle. Instead of 12 inches into the board, you're only 9 inches into the board. So there's an even more significant gap between the players than standard. All of these have the hold one objective, get one, hold two objectives, get an additional 2 for 3 points, hold more than the opponent, get 6 points for an additional 3. So you could hold one objective, get 1 point, and then get an additional 3 on top of that if you hold more than your opponent. The part that is killing oriented about it, though, is because of the fact that you score at the beginning of your turn, there is a fundamental about killing because you're trying to kill your opponent off the objectives. So if you are a killy army and you just go positional, that would be your motivation, is you have an opportunity to remove them before they can score.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise there's no choosing your secondaries. It's all preset, and they have like one of the missions they have burning the objective. There's always a special objective process, and instead of like, there's one where you claim them and there's another one where you burn them. And basically when you go to score at the start of your turn, let's say that you have 3 objectives and your opponent has 3 objectives. You could choose to be at the same amount of objectives, or you could say, you know what, I'm going to just, it's going to be a tie anyways for that round, because your opponent doesn't score at the same time as you. They score at the start of their turn. So it's your turn, you're going to score X amount of points. If you have the same amount of objectives, there's no way you can get an additional 3 anyways. So you could choose to burn one of those objectives. And when you burn it, it doesn't count towards the amount that you score for that round. So if I had 2 objectives and you had 1, I could choose to get 6 points for holding 2 objectives for 3 and having more for an additional 3, or I could choose to burn 1 for a secondary point scored at the end of the game and only score 2 for that round and not score more. So I don't know, it has some decision making that you do based on how you score throughout the game. It takes a different mentality, it takes a different list design, and that's what I enjoy about it. I mean, doing 50 events last year and a majority of them all being ITC, I enjoy the change of pace. Of course, what's coming up is LVO. That's doing ITC. That's the kind of the flagship ITC event.
The Las Vegas Open.
I think I saw Don Hoosen posting. He's doing a triple Lord of Skulls list. You guys have been doing any following on what some of the names in the industry are going to be running, or what kind of expectations we have for the LVO winner?
It's going to be Imperium.
There's going to be a lot of Marines.
Oh. Mainly Marines. Marines, beating Marines.
Come on, even with Faith and Fury, and hell, there's going to be new Tau by then.
Oh, yeah, there'll be some Tau up in there.
That'd be cool.
You'll have some Sigler action. And then, Chaos is just going to be some people running Triple Lord Ds. And some Triple Lord of Skulls sections,
Yeah.
Some stuff coming in from Deep Strike that's make guaranteed charges, those type of things. But
cool stuff, man.
It's all going to be Marines. Unless Sigler can sneak it through.
I mean, I expect them to do well. But yeah, I think there was another podcast that was doing like predictions for factions and whatnot. And out of like the top 10, I think, maybe 1 or 2 Tau players will sneak in. It's going to be overwhelmingly Marines. You might see another 1 or 2 Chaos lists sneak in. But I think everyone's expectation is for it to be overwhelmingly Marines. It would be cool to see 1 or 2 Eldar lists sneak in the top. They could.
I guess that'd be cool. What about Tyranids, Chris? You're not supposed to say Eldar. You should have been like Tyranids and G-Sword called, dude. You're fucking...
Nope.
Blasphemy.
Nope.
Just don't see it happening. I mean, not right now.
Dang.
I'm not saying it won't, but like if it does happen, I will be happily surprised and eating that person's list for breakfast night. Or, freaking. I'm excited, and Tyranids are really good against Marines right now, especially in my opinion. So, well, at least certain builds of Tyranids. But I think they're kind of relegated more to be like a B tier gatekeeper army more than like fighting for the top tier. I just kind of feel like that's where their power ranking is right now.
Yeah.
It's a very fun codex. They have a lot of awesome tricks. I just don't see them like sneaking into, like the top 10.
I mean, Marines are crazy right now, for instance, but that alone. Good to see you out there, All Is Dust. All Is Dust hollered that he thinks a lot of the big names out there are taking the Chaos Possess Bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of buff capabilities. But yeah, that'll be exciting to come to a conclusion to the 2019 ITC season and move into this next one. And that's the fun part about the major event on February 22nd, is kicking that off and giving that good prep right before Adepticon, one of the first majors of the year. Yeah, all very exciting. Speaking of all these missions and stuff, you guys got me thinking I want to show this off on the channel. If you Kill Team players out there haven't seen this yet, for our Season 3 tournament schedule, we are going to be running all of these missions throughout the whole event. Talk about last year, the Nova Open missions were some of the main missions we ran the entire time. But man, this pack that came out for the Slaughterfest event, this was written by Kill Team streamer Sheldon out there, and it's an ingenious packet. He definitely did some sourcing from the community. He got a lot of, it wasn't all from his mind, which is the best way to get the most effective type of tournament packet in my mind, is really bouncing a lot of ideas out of the community. But this packet is awesome. Just type in Kill Team Slaughter Zone pack, or you can go to Warp Charge Gaming's Facebook events and you can just click on one of our Kill Team events and a link's in there. But this is like ITC for Kill Team. It's a different kind of mission set that I found to be extremely balanced, and it makes armies in a whole new, playable in a whole new way. Like, I'm wanting to bring all my factions back to the table just to try them in with this mission scenario. So they have all the objectives that have been standard at Nova this past year. They're the objectives that are in the Arena box set. But we also added in and researched some oldies but goodies and some additional ones with the idea in mind to balance the secondaries so that every mission you play will have an even balance of killing and positional scoring opportunities, both in the primaries and the secondaries. So here's their cool way they do secondaries. They have a D12 chart, and they've taken this list of however many secondaries here, maybe 15, 16, and they divide them so that each of these D12 results is a half and half split between killing and objective scoring. So you roll your D12 chart, hit one of these, and that dictates the 6 secondaries that you can choose. You and your opponent both pick 3 in secret, or 3 apiece throughout the game, 4-turn long game. And once you have your D12 situation, then they have all these cool, unique maps for you that you'd get randomly going on with a unique objective placement. They all have a narrative twist if you want to play it that way, so you can even, if you're not the most competitive player, can add a little bit of random fun to your match. But the biggest thing that makes these missions like the ITC and changes the dynamics of the standard Kill Team tournament play is the ITC style primaries. They have in your turn, you're trying to kill something, you're trying to score something. And by the end of the round, who killed more, who scored more. And by having the dynamic of who scored and who scored more, who killed and who killed more, it can make the more elite armies who aren't specialized in killing or scoring be able to keep the playing field balanced.
Definitely. That makes a lot of sense.
It makes Custodes, a 3-man kill team, be able to withstand. I have a bat rep up against 15 models from a Gene Stealer cult, and it didn't matter that he could outscore me every round because he couldn't kill these elite 2-up armor save 3-wound models.
Can't get killed more if you can't kill anything.
That's right. And, they were murder machines. And so it really, and then because the secondaries were a half and half split of kill score, you never felt like you got screwed on the randomness of it, So loving it. It's the most fair way I've seen to play in a tournament packet for Kill Team, and we'll be doing it at all of our events for this upcoming next 5 months. So really looking forward to that, and I suggest you guys play it in your gaming clubs out there. Or just come to our Kill Team events. That'd be great too. We'd love to see you.
Damn right.
Right? Chris, when you get back to Richmond, you got to play some Kill Team, man.
Yeah, I'm interested. I hope in this new ITC format of Kill Team, the Gene Stealer cult can open doors without any kind of penalty at the beginning of the game, because that really pisses me off for Arena. Kill Team is great, man. It's one of the better games I've encountered that are like 40K Universe spinoffs. Still haven't dipped my toe into Necromunda or like Blood Bowl really, but with the projects I have working, at some point that has to happen.
I like what I'm seeing in the comments here. One we got first off, Shane Smith. Shane, dude, thanks for hollering out. He said that he said that at the Slaughter Zone, there was an event this past couple weeks ago and called Magfest.
GT.
And they ran that packet. He said a Heretic Astartes player took first, and that he interviewed him on his podcast. So, dude, Shane, give yourself a post a link to your podcast in the chat. Excuse me. I want to be able to check that out, and I want others to be able to too. So share your work, man. That's really cool. He interviewed the first place player of the Kill Team event there. And then we had a question.
George, can you die with some dignity over there?
Yeah, sorry about that. I actually need to continue to cough and turn my mic off for a second. Woo! I didn't die.
Thank goodness.
We got homies out there. Paul says Kill Team is what got me back into the hobby about a year ago. Hell yeah. Tau Dark, when is your next Kill Team event? Maybe I can grab my Death Guard and drive down the couple hours. I will show you again our schedule. Blam, take a snapshot of this, Tau Dark. That is all of our Kill Team events through June. So February 8th is the next one. But we got 5 dates there, man. Maybe we can catch you. I'd love to see you come to the shop, man. Battlegrounds rules. Or some 40K. There's all the events, guys, for the next 5 months. There's additionally Infinity and Warcry if you want to check out the Battlegrounds/Warp Charge Gaming event page on Facebook. But then Shane was also asking what we think about Bloodletters and Kill Team. Demons and Kill Team is a conversation in itself, but I will say that with that mission packet I just showed, the demons are a lot less viable. They used to be, I almost was like, dude, it's auto win with demons almost. When you had Ultima style missions like a Nova, and if you were to be able to draw 3 positional secondaries, then you were going to get the primaries and you were going to get the secondaries, because it used to be primaries were only related to scoring the objectives. Having that kill mechanic levels the playing field. The demons can kill some stuff, but they're not as killy as others, and they're more of a positional scoring army in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of taking anything other than pink horrors and bloodletters. Another thing too, though, is I've never got to run demons at 125 points, and I do have probably differing opinions about demons at 125. I think they can definitely be even more powerful than they were before. But again, with the kill mechanic, a lot less. They die soup, dude. The thing about demons, the pink horrors that were like the staple of what made demons good, is that the pink horrors and brimstones and shit, they just die automatically. There's no injury roll. Yeah. Oh, crazy cat. Dang, I gotta get ready with my crazy cat image. Dang, I wasn't ready again. And bam, crazy cat. Anyways, these comments are flying. I can't see them all. Let's see.
Kill one, kill more definitely hurts demons.
Yep. Oh, that's the channel link. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, whatever reason, it didn't show me the link on my app here. That's okay. Wait, there is a game called Infinity? Yeah, it's out dark. Okay, cool. We're all on the same page here. Always Dust said that a lot of the big heads, like Jim Vessel, TJ, Don Hoosen, they're all taking double Lord of Skulls, if not 3. So yeah, it's obviously like they made a mistake there. 400 points, less than a chitin at bare bones. And the Ichor Cannon and Skull Hurler are still badass weapons, dude. It's a little stupid, especially with Demon Forge, especially with Master Possession, Cursed Earth, Infernal Power. Infernal Power is stupid good. Reroll 1s to hit and wound. Come on.
That is solid. I mean, 1s are always a fail, so like that reroll is basically like reroll a guaranteed fail.
Well, dude, the kicker is that it's not even pick a unit. It's fucking everything within 6. All demon engines. So you get to buff one psyker buffering multiple dudes. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. I've been ranting a lot here, man. Excited.
I get it, man. I got my own toys I'm freaking about. I mean, I haven't been doing as much on the gaming side, but I've been playing with a new air compressor. I got the no-name brand, like the Master Blaster 2. It's like a 2-motor, 2-reservoir compressor. Thing is badass.
Hell
like
yeah.
anyone who is looking at a compressor, there's another one that has a few less bells and whistles. It's the first version of the same compressor for like a good chunk of change less for like 66% of the price. Dude, these machines are good.
You know what you made me think of, Chris, and my question to you is, I bought a lot of equipment over the years as far as technology, computers, fucking 3D printers, music gear, whatever. And, I hate regrets. And, I hate having an X factor in the equation that if I had something nicer, then I would be doing this better or whatever. For that 66% less price, when someone's buying their first stuff, I'm a big proponent of buy the nicest thing you can afford the first time. I'll upgrade
Definitely, I agree with the spend a little more than you would like to. I don't necessarily mean like shoot for like the final end tier, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even with airbrushes, anytime anyone's asked me like, oh, like should I get this like $50 airbrush? I'm like, no, absolutely don't buy that $50 airbrush. Like spend $100 at least. You know, like don't get something that's an utter trash can. Like get something that you're not going to be frustrated. Like it's hard enough to learn something even as basic as airbrushing when you're dealing with bad equipment. Like don't torture yourself like that.
Totally, yeah. If you want to enjoy the process, man, the DJ gear was terrible. Like people, it's usually a matter of self-confidence. Like you're getting into something for the first time, you're nervous about your, time and effort you want to put into learning it. But again, you're handicapping yourself from being successful if you don't commit enough out the gates. And I think it's important to get the right stuff the first time.
Completely agree. And this compressor, even the one that's the cheaper version of what I bought, would have been nicer than the compressor I'd had for almost a decade, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I was running on a little shit donkey compressor, and
well, hey,
it got the job done.
When you do that, though, you really appreciate the upgrade, right?
Dude, for sure. And I mean, I got that compressor in a bundle, and like there's features on this new compressor that like I didn't even know that I was gonna enjoy. I was like, oh, dude, wait, like what? Like,
yeah.
I have like multiple like operations of like motor action. Like I could have one going or have the second one only kick on when the tank is like getting really low. Like there's so many settings that are just kind of like cool like tech features that you're just like, dude, this is literally a brand new toy, you know? Like,
no, that's
in its
awesome.
own right.
That's awesome. I don't know how pain in the ass it might be, but Paint Flow Exception was hoping for a link if you could show them what that was all about.
Oh, I'm on my phone, but I could definitely send one to the chat somewhere. It's literally the compressor name is no dash name, like it's no name brand compressors. And they are literally on their specs. They're kind of almost like, they're not a knockoff brand, if you will, but like they're aiming to kind of clone higher end equipment for a fraction of the price.
Yeah.
And they're good. I spent under like this one I got as a gift, but like even with like without applying any kind of online coupon, which you can get, this compressor is like $180, like 180. You could definitely spend more like 150 or maybe even 130, depending on where you found it. But it's a solid machine. I'm actually going to be handing off my old compressor to somebody who wants to learn
Nice. Very cool.
airbrushing, just because always good to encourage someone else to take the next plunge, especially when it's somebody who you recognize as a good painter that like just is hesitant to do it.
Yeah. The no name, it reminds me of the artist That One Guy. They'd be like, who?
That one guy.
That One Guy. He's badass. Have either of you guys heard That One Guy?
I've not heard That One Guy.
Dude, it's fucking badass. He made all of his own custom instruments out of like pipes and stuff, and it's all
like Stomp.
Yeah, he's like plays like it's just like a large wire that he like plays with like a bat and shit. It's crazy, crazy custom instruments that he makes sound incredible, and you're like, what the hell? He's kind of like Primus, honestly, a one-man.
I got you.
Yeah, super cool.
For anyone listening, though, the model specifically that I purchased is the Master Blaster 2. The cheaper version is the Master Blaster 1. And they have multiple, they probably have between like 8 and 12 different compressor models that will get you through a variety of whatever you need to get done in terms of airbrushing. So I got that. I got a new moisture trap for my airbrush, and I'm ready to knock out these last like 40 models before I show up to the major.
Nice. I wonder if any of our friends out there in the world are going to Adepticon. Maybe we can see them there. I started thinking about that all of a sudden.
It makes me sad. I don't think I'm going to make it this year, guys. But,
shucks. Well, you got to go to Nova, though, dude.
I know, man. Nova's going to happen. And if I don't make Adepticon this year, I'm definitely going to make it the next year. But, yeah, it's cool stuff, man. I'm excited to see, especially the weekend coming after, LVO results. Adepticon results are super exciting. Of course, that's a little bit too far for me to super get my toe in appreciating the grandioseness of yet.
Yeah, I get that. I'm not looking forward to the drive at all, but damn, do I look forward to playing some games. Is Adepticon doing Kill Team this year? I'm pretty positive. If Adepticon doesn't do Kill Team, then what the fuck? That's all I gotta say. I don't know if they are. Dang, now you got me thinking. That'd be sad.
Damn.
I would break my arm.
Adepticon be like, George, Kill Team isn't big enough.
Dude, now I gotta find out. That would hurt my feelings. I'm gonna find out right now, friends.
So speaking of non 40K related toys, George, did you like acquire like a good deal or something recently?
Oh, dude, I wasn't even ready to show it because it's so incredible. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh, God, I'm not showing you guys the right stuff. Oh, God, I'm messing up
Oh
further.
no,
I'm,
George, what are you doing?
I'm messing up everywhere. Buttons, there we go. Yo, yeah, I just got an amazing deal on an Infinity Army, and I'm so excited to add it to the channel and my life. And the list building in that game is incredible. It's so deep and so many combinations of whatever you could imagine. And like, like whenever in that game, you know, if you imagine Chaos or you imagine Imperium, like you could play, you know, it's kind of like how you can pick and choose from all the goodies that live inside of the Chaos keyword or the Imperium keyword, or you could be pure of a faction and gain the pure benefits. Like in 40K, if you're a pure faction, you get like a couple things. That I don't know. There's just so much fucking. It's amazing. I can't talk. I can't do it. Yeah, I got Hawk Islam, guys. Both vanilla, and I have enough to do some sectorials for sure. And it's mind blowing and awesome. I can't wait. Oh my god, crazy cat. Yeah, I can't talk. I'm not gonna show them off yet. I'm gonna take really high grade photos of these guys and show it off in detail. But it's fucking beautiful. Maybe I can show one. No, they're too far away. Oh, it's gonna be cool though. It's really
That's
hard.
dope, man.
The thing that's hard in that game is identifying things. Like on the packaging, like of the boxes and stuff, they're not very good at like helping the consumer know what the hell they're getting into.
Well, you were mentioning you were putting together that like guide or something that was
Yeah.
a bunch of pages long, and I mean that seems like the kind of thing that even just being like an online, easily accessible PDF would be a huge benefit to anyone trying to get started in the hobby. Because like that not being readily accessible just seems like it's an unnecessary hindrance to their own player development.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Man, I am concerned about the integrity of Adepticon. I want my money back. I'm not even playing Kill Team there, but the fact that they're not representing. Oh, wait. Kill
Wait.
Team updates before you're bored of your soap packs. You really need to take a look at the latest.
They're just gonna have like a sign in the hotel that's gonna be like, just play Kill Team in the hallway. No one.
Dude. It's not cool, Chris.
I know.
What the fuck?
I mean, I want to see Kill. I mean, dude, like literally, like every major or not major, every like open we've gone to, it's been a welcome little foray in like a secondary kind of competitive arena to see all the players play their 40K minis in different games.
I'm at the moment of truth right now.
Uh-oh,
I
what's
just
the
hit-
moment of truth?
Me hitting search. Oh, it's there. It's there. Oh, okay. I'm going to show you. Internet. I think. Yes. Okay. You can see. All right. So I'm at the Adepticon 2020. I just searched it in the event listing. We got Warhammer 40K Kill Team on Thursday, 1 to 8. So that's a one-day event with 24 people capacity, sold out. Good. That's it. Okay. We got a Sunday event. 8 to 3, 32 people. It's kind of whack. They could have definitely done a GT style 2-day 5-round event. They just got a Sunday and a Thursday event, but I do appreciate that it gives people an opportunity to play in some other events there. They did a kind of a rough job last year of mixing in the Kill Team events. You couldn't really do both of some other things that you might want to do, but they definitely have it during the 40K GT time. So if you were playing in the 40K GT, you'd have to play on Sunday. But damn, not a very big capacity. It's a huge event hall. They could, and it goes on card tables. They totally could have done more than 24 people. They totally could have done more than 32 people. I would definitely say it's a missed opportunity, but
maybe if one of their biggest promoters of the game didn't just switch to Infinity, they wouldn't have this issue.
Oh,
nice. Well, maybe if Kill Team was as cool as Infinity. Oh man.
There's the answer to your own questions, George.
Yeah, I'm just glad it's there because I was going to be insulted. But I don't need my money back now, but I am sorry for anybody that wants to play Kill Team and it's not living as strong as it should. It should be bigger and better than that. There's a little bit of talk from Kill Team Stream talking about trying to fly me out to SoCal Open to do some.
Oh damn!
Wants me to webcast their Kill Team event there. So hopefully I get to be a little guest star and do some online talking to you folks about the Kill Team events going on at SoCal this year. That'd be pretty awesome. I haven't been able to break the Adepticon Nova cycle. I really want to see Warp Charge at LVO. I'd really like to see us at ATC. And I'd love to go to SoCal. I mean, fuck, I just want to be on a tour, you know? It'd be great. Main thing is making it not cost money. Like,
Yeah.
if we can come out even, that's a good start. Especially if you want me to bring this whole fucking rig.
Yeah, no kidding.
Jeez. I mean, god dang, dude, you got to really, if you're filming a 2-day event that's 5 rounds long, I mean, that's, if it's 40K, that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 hours of filming, not talking about the in-between prep up and down. Yeah, it's some work.
Definitely has been cool seeing recently, speaking of the production as well, that extra camera has been going a long way. The model's eye view gives that like extra, more personable dimension to the content. So that's exciting to see as something that we're going to be able to both feature on our in-store content as well as everything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a big deal. I was super pumped that it plug and played so easily because, you know, we have, for the tech nerds out there, we have 2 internal capture cards, the Blackmagic Intensity Pro 4K, and those are able to do 1080p 60 frames per second, and we're plugged into those direct. Those are PCI cards, you know, going into the motherboard. And those are the top grade guys, but we also have the Intensity shuttles by Blackmagic that plug in USB 3.0, and those are external capture cards for these GoPros that we use. And we were already using one, and I was a little concerned about doubling up another USB 3.0 device and being able to get flawless usage, but it worked no struggles, man. Which, you know, talking about tech talk and streaming and shit, that's another thing is on the back burner that I'm excited to come to fruition, is I've been wanting to produce a Skillshare, Warp Charge Gaming Skillshare, that talks about community cultivation, being a tournament organizer, successful one that is, as far as, man, I see some people spam their tournaments and they don't even have a fucking event flyer. They don't have they don't have any details on the Facebook page that shows the depth of what is at the event. They don't have a good motivational factor or any appeal that makes people want to click on the links, and they just spam it all over the place, which is also a turnoff. Prize support, you know, how to work with stores and other vendors to be able to get collaboration going on, like we do with Coastal Wargaming, you know, recognizing your strengths and weaknesses, you know. Oh my gosh, cool cat, making noises. And then the other thing I want to talk about is how to stream, you know, how to do what we do with our multiple camera rig, doing it live. I think we have a unique presentation, and I look forward to teaching that. The thing is, when I started to type it up, and I started to just try to record talking, and my God, there's a huge subject. You think that it's kind of easy once you get, you know, it's kind of like you think 40K is easy, but when you try to teach somebody new, you're like, oh my God, there is a fuck ton of rules I got to tell you. It's the same deal.
Dude, it's only like 4 pages though.
Yeah, it's only like 4 pages, man. But no, it's like the audio side and the visual side are just 2 different elements completely. Oh my God. And then, crazy cat. And then there's the whole editing, you know, whether you go the editing route or the live route, and, you know, the softwares to pick, and it's a lot, man. But yeah, one day that'll be a thing, and I look forward to attaching that to our Patreon rewards, as the intention is that we give everybody free access that supports us that way. So looking forward to that. Just got to put the timeline in. If you are a Patreon member, I will do not even hesitate to ask any questions, and I'd be happy to send it over. If you're not, you're kind of making me aggravated, because it takes, you know, there's a reason why I'm coming up with...
How dare you?
The whole reason of a Skillshare is honestly because I get tired of giving away what I've trained and worked so hard at for free. Call it selfish, but I mean, we're entrepreneurs here and trying to monetize our skill set. This is what we fucking do, and it's all we do. So I'm trying to get people to pay for the art and the knowledge that we've ascertained over these years. If you want to know more about painting, we want to get James on some tutorials. He's been painting his ass off trying to get up to speed so we can get some cameras pointing down at how he does all the amazing things he does. Not to mention digital designing, website design. I mean, there's a lot of things that everybody's an expert at something. And Skillshare is a dope platform. If you're not familiar with it, there's over 30,000 courses on there by people that are sharing their expertise all over the world. Like $10 a month, and you have access to all that shit for free. Well,
damn.
For the membership, you know, you can waste away on Netflix, or you can learn something. Get on some Skillshare. And that's the beauty of that platform, is when we're promoting our knowledge that we want to give, we're not just making a paywall and say, give to us and we give you this. We're going to buy into the Skillshare system, where instead of us kind of just self-promoting, we're going to be promoting education. And by you getting the value everything Skillshare offers, over 30,000 courses, in addition, you'll have access to ours. If you want to skip that step and just go through us direct, you just be a Patreon member, $5 a month, and we'll give it to you anyways. So anyways, exciting things in the future. Big plans. Big plans.
George is pro education.
Hey. Yeah. But you know, school's kind of whatever. Use the internet, fools. Yeah.
Dude, it's 2020. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have Google, man. Figure it out, man.
We do.
It's great.
Yeah. For a continue ranting, we are at the hour mark, friends. It has been a fun time. Is there anything? I wish I had like Mr. Rogers' exit dialogue, like ready to spit out verbatim. I'm going to train next week. I will give you a Mr. Rogers exit here.
Mr. Rogers' train has no brakes.
Yeah. Or maybe I'm mixing up Bob Ross right now. A little happy trees. It's been a great time, guys. I'm glad we could all be friends today. Is there anything you guys want to cover before we jump off here? Anything you want to holler out?
No, man, I've just been working on this little thing for Blood Bowl.
Whoa!
Oh, that's cool.
What is that?
I don't know. It's called the center pitch. I don't know fucking know.
Put it on camera again. I want to look at it again.
Well, I got to get the liquid stuff to flow the other way, so then I can hold it that way.
Whoa! You 3D printed that, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, that's something we do. That's something we can share on Skillshare. Is how to be, 3D print shit.
Oh, dude, I also 3D printed a death whistle if you guys want to hear that.
Oh, dude, do the death whistle. Oh, my God. Yeah, this might hurt your ears. We don't know. I don't even know if you know what a death whistle is, but I'm excited.
If you have a sensitive constitution, you may want to leave the room.
So, death whistle.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
All right. It's got these little, like, slots.
Yeah.
And, like, what's super cool about these is, like, Aztec warriors would, like, surround, like, other tribes in the darkness, like, outside of arrow range. And all night long, they would just blow these around them.
Let's get it.
And then kill them in the morning.
You're kind of frozen, but we can hear you. Ow! 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 I heard like a mother.
My volume was clearly much lower than George's.
Ow!
I probably should have like did a countdown or a warning. I apologize. I am an absolute asshole.
I don't think that went great. Sorry, everybody.
I'm so sorry. If you made it this long, you have now lost your eardrums, and you can continue taking fun seriously as a deaf person.
Woo! Yeah, that definitely is going to be at the tournament. Yes. Oh God, there went the camera. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Come to Battlegrounds. Enjoy everything that is about this area and this store. It is a place that fosters community, and I love it. Guys, it's been great to have you. Everybody. PLK 455, Tau Dark. Everybody out there. Yeah, now I'm sorry, Tau Dark. Sorry, buddy. Oh my God.
I'm so sorry. I said it and then like I didn't remember what it sounded like. I guess I don't know.
I wasn't ready for it at all.
The wife has banned me from blowing it in the house when she's around.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
that sounds like what we need to use to like get people to hurry up in our rounds.
Yeah, 30 minutes remain. Brah! James Sheets, we got a new light from old James out there. Miss you, buddy. Come play some 40K. But yeah, everybody,
Sheets.
big appreciation to you. Keep taking fun seriously. We'll catch you next time. Later, everybody.